Welcome back, Novas and friends. We're back rebuilding our ShockWave components. We've already replaced the bottom two and the top two O-rings, and now we're going to reinstall our eyelets. Now this is something you may have to do depending on your different heights. RideTech sells a tool, but here we just made our own. We all like to do a little hobby machining, so we made our own, and this will do the job. First thing we want to do is clean out the rest of the Loctite that's inside here. For that, we can use a toothbrush or any other soft bristled brush that won't damage the aluminum. You'll also need to make sure that the adjuster for the shock is fully retracted when you install this. You shouldn't see any threads on the top of the tapered screw. This is what it shouldn't look like. See how much that taper is sticking out there? So you want to take and retract that all the way back so you get the proper torque on the cap and don't damage the adjustment on the adjustable shock. If that's sticking too far out when you go and run it in, it will damage this and it won't click right. And everyone loves their clicks on their adjustable shocks. We're setting between competitive and comfort. Once we verify both of those are in the correct position and cleaned off all the excess Loctite, we're just going to spray a teeny bit of cleaner in there. Shake off the excess and allow the air dry. After we've cleaned those, we're going to get the tool in place on these so we can clean these threads. Having someone help you, you need to compress your air spring, allowing the adjustable shock to come out. And then tighten down the aluminum fixture and torque it to 50 foot-pounds. It's a lot easier on a vise that's on our Christmas list. Okay. Once that's been tightened down to 50, we can finish prepping this head. A little bit of cleaner. Allow it to completely dry. Then you want to use your prep and spray your prep on there, and then use red Loctite to install your upper eyelet. Once fully dry, apply the red Loctite and tighten. And then you'll need to torque it down to 35 foot-pounds. If you need to, you can also use a drift pin, but they don't want you to exceed 35 foot-pounds, or as it may damage the actuator and it won't be able to click anymore. Got ours done. And we should be able to turn it clockwise. As you can see, it still clicks. Alright. So then, you want to make sure you clean off any excess Loctite that came and dripped around, which we just did. Clean that all off. Any Loctite that would go down here might damage your O-rings. Once you're done with that, you'll need to have someone help you and loosen this up while someone's holding the shock. That way this doesn't want to slide on here. Being aluminum, it should not damage the hardened chrome steel, but it's not a chance that I'm willing to take. Then once you get it apart, you want to go around and clean off all the edges. Make sure everything is very clean. All the way down to the bottom where the O-rings are. Once that's clean, you put just a little bit of silicone spray on it. Just a teeny bit. Doesn't take much. And the helper can let go, allowing it to return to where it belongs. Okay. And then you notice we have a little bit of a misalignment here. I'm just going to fix that. Turn the top. I usually try to set these air nozzles for 90 degrees off from the bottom, but you can put them in any location you want. Lastly, we'll have to reinstall our adjuster by putting in just a teeny drop of Loctite. Putting just a drop of Loctite on this retaining screw. Get a little cleaner first and clean it off. Make sure it's fully dry. Teeny bit of Loctite so it doesn't vibrate loose. There. We can reinstall it. Back inside. Okay. Then you'll want to make sure these eyelets are centered side here on both sides. Make it easy for reinstallation. Thanks for watching. We're going to reinstall our air fitting here and put it back in the 67.